Welcome back to the sexiest podcast in the history of mankind.
Where did the sexy come from?
I wanted to throw it in there.
It's also delicious.
Delicious.
It is delicious.
It's delicious.
Tasty. Okay, so last part we were talking. Last part we were talking about Harry Potter.
Woo!
How it comes out in a couple of days and whatever.
6 days to be
in
back.
the United States of America and to the Republic. I'm not going to start doing the pledge
One
of allegiance.
nation, under God,
Indivisible, with
liberty and justice for all. Say ha.
Ha.
Yeah, that was terrible. I just didn't know.
Yeah. So anyway, so part 2, we are doing Star Wars. And I guess we can make it Star Wars versus Star Trek, but I don't know anything about Star Trek except that it's a...
Did you know the fan name for Star Trek fans is not actually Trekkies, it's Trekkers or something like that? It's completely different than what
Sounds
people
like
think.
truckers.
Does anybody care?
Apparently.
No, I
Trekkies
think
probably do, and that's about it.
Star Trek and Star Wars they're alike, but they're so different. Star Trek was like a Voyage expedition type
No,
thing.
okay. The difference between Star Trek and Star Wars is Star Trek is a voyage for new life and new civilization throughout the entire galaxy. And it's based in this universe and it's based in the future. Star Wars is based in a galaxy
But it's far,
far away in a galaxy a long time ago with all these crazy mutant creatures
It's
and only
apparently
two black guys.
futuristic.
It's kind of like comparing Alexander the Great and Columbus.
It's kind of like a more sophisticated, lightsaber, flashy, showy version of, what is it?
Everyday
The
life.
Roman War.
Yeah.
Like the 7-year Roman War, because it was, I mean, and after that, the fall and the Great Depression and all that stuff. Everything happened.
All that fun stuff.
It's a great story. I don't care what anybody says. Anybody that hasn't
He's
watched
the
Star
nerd
I am a nerd.
of the group for Star Wars. Right here. I'm the
am.
Harry Potter nerd, and he's just kind of here.
Did you know that Israel had the 7-day war? They killed everybody.
Why do you know these things, but you don't know the proper way to use funnest, even though it's not a word?
He doesn't know how to do anything.
Thunderist. Better.
No, I'm gonna punch you right in the throat.
Woo! Can I help?
No. So Star Wars, I think anybody that has never watched it before, I think you
You
should.
should watch it, yeah.
It literally is a life-changing.
One of my friends hated it, and the part 3 or whatever, like, they'd start exploding and stuff. She'd just go boom. She hated it. The next year, her brother watched it all the time. She ended up liking it.
Star
But
Wars,
don't watch the Clone Wars and think it's anything like the actual Star Wars.
the TV show is just branching between episode 2 and episode 3. It's showing you
And it's
everything
more
that
for
happened.
little kids.
It's more for little kids because they're like, what happened? How did he get so much older? Whereas the adults, if you
It's
read the
kinda
book, you
new.
know what happened. If you didn't read the book, you don't really care. It's just it's a great story.
I annoyed him when we watched it the first time. Like, how come he's like 20 years older? He just told me to shut up like probably 20 times that same minute.
In 5 minutes, yeah, it was impressive.
I'm annoying.
I don't know. I think comparing Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, because you have it's better than comparing Star Wars and Star Trek though.
Because they're
Yeah.
totally different. Like, okay, people have the debate, Star Trek is better, no, Star Wars is better. No, they're both good, but for their given purpose. Star Wars is a great story. It has something for literally everyone. You can't not find a character that you kind of relate to and that you feel
like-
drawn into the movie because you want to be a part of it. It's such a good story. But
You want to feel
Star
like
Trek-
you're
I love
there.
Star Killer.
Star Trek, it's just flying in an airplane, looking out the window, watching the stars go by. Neutral zone infraction, fine with the Kardashians.
I didn't even know who the
I don't even pay
Kardashians were
attention.
for like the longest
I
time.
pretended
don't
like
watch
they
the
didn't exist.
Kardashians unless it's in the porns that they're in.
That's great. Thanks for letting us all know that.
Just like Sylvester Stallone. That's where he got to start. He was originally
Stop right now.
So back to Star Wars.
Woo, porn.
Best spoof of Star Wars was Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's hilarious.
So stupid. It was so funny though.
I prefer you the Rick Moranis version.
The Rick Moranis version. What was it? Sith or Jedi? I want to know if you think you're Sith or you're Jedi material. Remember, a Jedi's life is a lot harder than a Sith. A Sith, you can do whatever you want. Nobody really cares.
Just kill a bunch of people, you'll be fine.
Really. That's really all there is to being Sith. It's all towards inner focus, inner strength. Whereas a Jedi is more like selfless, not allowed to get married, all that fun stuff. It's like A Catholic priest without the like little kid fondling obsession.
Oh my god.
I want to know how it is that Anakin was able to change his mindset from I need to protect my wife and child to walking into the Jedi temple and killing all the children.
He swore himself to the Sith way. It's just how it was.
I know,
Your master tells you to do something.
You
You
still
don't
have a
question
couple
it,
of
you just
hangups.
do
I'm
it.
trying to protect my wife and kid while I walk in and butcher a whole bunch of 12-year-olds.
I don't know. I really wouldn't think about it. Those little kids
Go
keep
to your
asking
happy
me
place.
questions.
Go to your happy place.
I'm the violent one.
You are. You want to do things to actual people. We're talking about fictional characters here.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Not really.
No, there's a difference. But Star Wars, which do you like? The original trilogy, the new trilogy, or the entire saga as a whole? I personally love the entire saga as a whole.
I don't know.
I think it answers all the questions about Darth Vader and how the progression into Darth Vader. And I love how they did Palpatine. Oh my god, Sidious was done perfect. A-okay. George Lucas, you're my hero, and I love you for that.
I want to see Anakin's teen years.
That would
You
be
did. That would be
interesting.
episode 2.
That wasn't really. That was late teen. I want to see.
Like him growing to be
During
a little
his
less
training?
mad.
Yeah, like.
Who wants to see a training
Okay,
montage?
we got Dragon Ball Z. That shoots out so many training.
Oh my
crap.
god.
Okay, Dragon Ball Z is also a TV show, and they have that time. Star Wars is more movies. The movies are really, really good, and they're done really, really well. And they make references to the past training experiences, but they don't I don't want to watch an hour, like a 3-hour movie with it half an hour of it just being, let's fight with sabers, force push, go, 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 go. You know what I mean?
wanna have, like,
Miniseries
a
or
legit
not, would you have
storyline.
watched it if they put on a series of Star Wars?
I probably would, but that's because I'm a nerd.
But I mean,
Nerd.
nothing like the Clone Wars, but I mean like a live action type thing.
That would be freaking Haas. Like Haas Delgado. Like, I'd flip out. Like, I'd be like a little schoolgirl over shoes and boys. Oh my god, Star Wars! Woo! Move! Goosh! People would die if they got in my way. It would be bloody and epic.
Would it also be kinky?
I don't know about that. How many people enjoy getting, like, smacked around and their foot shoved up their butt?
People who like it rough.
I can count 2. No, there's rough, and then that's just
That's brutal.
that's just a bad day.
Twilight sucks. Subliminal messaging.
I think we're gonna put that in every single episode.
I'm gonna sneak it in there at some random point in the next video, too.
Twilight sucks. Just
Oh.
gonna
My
that
hair.
vampire suck. Best spoof of Twilight ever.
It's the only spoof of Twilight.
That's why it's the best.
It has no competition.
Except for Nigahiga on YouTube.
Nigahiga doesn't count. Nigahiga's funny, but he's really not a great spoofer.
Spoofer.
Because there's really not a story to it. It's just like, I'm a little girl. I'm a little boy. Let's do it.
He's like a
Okay.
freaking pedophile. He's
Oh,
119,
hey,
frozen at 17 forever, dating some 18-year-old, something like that. I
He's
forget.
got issues. Nigahiga, though, he's funny.
That's what I don't
Edward?
get. Why would
No.
he's freaking 119?
Nigahiga.
Oh my god.
I'm 147 years old, but I look like I'm 12, except for my butt.
Oh my god, that was disgusting.
That was great.
We're almost at 9 minutes, so we should probably start signing off for the next minute.
So, if
Recap.
you had to pick between Sith and Jedi.
Jedi.
What do you think you would fit in and why?
Jedi.
Jedi, why?
Why not?
Because I'm a
The
man.
dark side has cookies.
I don't want to deal with women, though. Like, in a Sith, I'd be too tempted to get married. As a Jedi, I would never have that temptation because I'm not allowed. So I
You're a
never.
freaking player. Just kidding, you're not like that anymore.
I quit. I gave that up.
I'm the protege.
You're trying to be. You're bad at it.
Yeah, we're not even gonna get into that. What I just
No.
did. Okay.
So what do you think? Sith
Me.
and-
Sith. I'm a power person. I enjoy power.
I'd kill you.
It's
You
lovely.
lose.
I'm Sith because I enjoy violence. Just saying.
She'd be your
I love.
answer.
I,
I'd be your master.
I'm the kind of
Sith
person that
Lord.
wakes up at 6 in the morning and turns on a snuff film for giggles. Anyways, that's all the time we have.
Come back and see us next time on
Later.
Super Sexy Podcast.